I hope every last ICE agent does.
I don't know who this might offend, but all this ICE situation could be resolved. It's more of us and less of them. If we will all come together and pick up and use our Second Amendment, this would slow down. This would stop. Like I said, it's more of us and less of them. We can win. We can take them down. But y'all need to wake up and stop being so scary. Because I've been ready. I've been prepping. I've been 2 handguns ready. Trust me. This is slight to me. But I can't do it by myself. So whenever y'all ready, let me know. But I've been ready, like I said, because I've been seeing it coming. And to anybody who voted for Trump, you're not a friend. You can never be a friend. And I hate you. And I really hope your day comes soon, you evil fuck.
Yeah, they like to call MAGA evil, but then they wish death upon anyone who voted for Trump. I don't understand why it's okay for every other country that isn't predominantly white to protect their borders and to not allow illegal immigrants into their country. But if a white country does it, predominantly white country, and they say, you know, the white man is oppressing and everything else, no. A country has to have borders. Without borders, it is no longer a country.
It is your constitutional responsibility to start popping ICE agents in your local community, right? Wait, hold on. We made the Second Amendment because British forces used to patrol the streets of the colonies. And we were like, you guys are mean to us. You're directly exploiting us through your government and you're oppressing us and like just overall being really mean. We deserve the right to fight back against you. We should all keep guns so that we can make these people go away. And are you going to tell me now that that was the wrong answer? That's not what they should have done? Okay, then keep that logic as I talk about today. We have an authoritarian figurehead who's sending an armed group into the streets to actively disregard people's rights and take people away. And also like strike fear into the hearts of people and break up protests. And like, I would call them an instrument of tyranny.
So a lot of these people actually believe that ICE is deporting legal citizens. They don't look any of it up. They watch videos with no context whatsoever and just say, okay, this is true. These people won't even take 2 seconds out of their day to confirm anything.
Just like British forces were back to the colonies. And you would too, right? Like all of that on paper is very true. So the next logical step is that according to the Second Amendment, it's your responsibility to use guns, because that's what the Second Amendment is about, to fight against the instrument of tyranny. And it sounds kind of gruesome because, I don't know, gun deaths are never the answer. But also, they've been killing us with things that aren't guns for a very long time. Anyway, it's a shame that the right that has worked so hard to protect this right so that one day they can maybe use it is like completely missing their entrance. Here they are. Instrument of tyranny 2025. Go get them.
Okay, and honestly, when ICE comes for me, put your phone down and slide these guys. Guys, we are underneath a dictatorship. Stop trying to go viral. If ICE comes in your neighborhood, everybody put their phones down and do what you gotta do.
They believe that we are under a dictatorship. It's because of the stuff that they see on TikTok. It's so bad on there, y'all, and I could totally see how young, impressionable minds can be completely brainwashed in a matter of minutes. I mean, it's just video, one after another, lie after lie after lie.
Yes, I know that they have weapons, but it's a sheer numbers game. We are beyond the point where we need to record what happens. Unless you're trying to get their picture so you can figure out their real name and where they family live and stuff like that. When ICE come get me, put the phone down. Put the phone down and slide these dudes.
Think if all the gangs in Chicago could just like team up like the Power Rangers. Like y'all could defeat ICE, bro. Like y'all could really do it, man. Y'all just gotta work together, stop being against each other, bro. There's only one people territory we're going against. We could do it.
So you guys want to see some more pictures of ICE agents? Well, ask and you shall receive, my friend. And TikTok, this is not bullying or harassment. These are public servants and all of their information is publicly available. We just want to recognize these hard-working patriots Right, guys? Here's our first patriot who has decided to work for ICE. This is Edgardo Centeno. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, well, sorry, Edgardo. Nobody really gives a fuck. Up next, we got Frank Franco. With a name like that, your parents must have fucking hated you. And that's probably why you're joining ICE, because you're a hateful mother. This patriot is a supervisory detention and deportation officer. Good job, Frank. Sometimes the jokes write themselves. We have William Chin. William Chin, what is on the hair of your chinny chin chin? Holy shit. Next badass patriot is Justin Brock. Look at him. I'm all scared of this patriot. Oh, jump scare. Put that shit back on. Next, we have Tyler Goodrich. And, you know, I'm not gonna show the picture of his girlfriend because, you know, that just wouldn't be fair. I mean, psych, that bitch is fucked too. Is this Photoshop? What in the cone heads we got going over here? This is Sean Williams. And everybody's favorite washed up Superman actor, Dean Cain. Next we got John Scherowitz. I debated on whether or not to add people who are not actually deportation officers to this, you know, showing, but I figured that anybody who is doing any support whatsoever, probably they need to get credit for the hard patriotic work that they're putting out. So she is a paralegal. Thank you, Casey Knorr. You are beautiful. You could be anything. You could have been a beautician, a makeup artist, anything you wanted, but you chose to work for ICE as a Title III monitor linguist. I guess you're doing all the wonderful translations for those people in need. Give it up for Nor Phillips, and last but not least, we have Deputy Director Cherie Go. Look at her, just loving the world, visiting France there, and she's helping everybody else with their travel plans, making sure that they're getting deported expeditiously. Way to fucking go. Way to go, Patriots. So be sure to like, share, save, give it to everybody. I don't care if you credit me or not, because everybody needs to know the names and faces of all of these wonderful Patriots working for ICE.
Hey, America, where the fuck are we at, y'all? Where are we at, y'all? While this president's declaring all this shit, where's everybody at? I see all these protesters, right? And they look like peaceful protesters. They look like our grandparents, you know, walking up and down the street. They look like those folk that everybody made fun of, walking up and down the street with their rainbow hair. They look like everybody that we've, as Americans, have called or snowflakes. It looks like them fighting for us. But where the fuck are the patriots at, y'all? Where the fuck are my fucking ex-veterans at? Where my gangsters at? Where my motherfucking blue collars at? Where my people at, y'all? Why are we just letting the fight be fought by these college folks and these people who actually ain't got no fight in them? That all they gonna do is out there and just yell with no motherfucking results. Where my people at that finna really fucking march? Where my people at that's gonna fight back when fucking masked agents come at them and try and violate their constitutional rights? Where my people that can actually stand and bang at? Where my people who really fucking Americans at? Where my real Americans at? Why the fuck ain't we standing up? Why the fuck ain't we fighting back yet? Why the fuck haven't we masked up yet and told this motherfucker, let's knuckle up if you want to knuckle up, bitch? This is America, homie. We don't play that shit with nobody in this motherfucker, man. We sat here and we'll die for our respect, but we gonna let this motherfucker come in here and take our fucking nation? We'll sit here and say, oh, we kill for ours. We'll fuck anybody up who come up in my house. You rob my motherfucking house, break in my motherfucking house. I wish somebody would. I got that motherfucker ready for somebody to break in my motherfucking house. But yeah, we'll let somebody come over here and take our fucking sisters, take our fucking mothers, take our fathers and our fucking neighbors with masks on, not even identifying who they are. We got somebody with a mask in Chicago who murked somebody, murked them for resisting. We got somebody in California, masked agent, pushed a lady into traffic. Can't hold them accountable because we don't know who they was. We got people over here kidnapping our peoples and we ain't doing shit about it. We got the president sending troops to Chicago, sending troops to Portland, saying, go ahead, use full force. Y'all, I'm calling for an armed protest, y'all. An armed protest, October 27th. Monday, October 27th. Meet with me in Buffalo Bayou. I'm hoping to have 50,000 strong, y'all. 50,000 Mexicans who's tired of this. 50,000 black folks who's tired of this. 50,000 white folk who's tired of this. 50,000 blue-collar motherfuckers who's tired of being overworked and underpaid. 50,000 of y'all. That's it, y'all. Houston's got 4 million. I'm asking for 50,000. That's less than 1%, y'all. Less than 1% of us show out armed to the fucking teeth. Bring your rifle, bring your shotgun, bring your pistol, and let the fucking country know we are not going to roll over. We're not. I'm gonna love you until you hate me, and I'm gonna.
So ICE held an autistic girl hostage in order to lure her father out of his house. It's all on video, saying things like, "Is this your girl? Is this your girl?" Using her as, extortion and bait. Literally just keeping an autistic child hostage. And I would just like to take this as an opportunity to remind you that ICE agents are not people. They're not human beings, and you shouldn't be treating them as such.
See right there how he didn't put the video in there that he was talking about. It's because that's not true. That's not what happened. And I addressed this in a video the other day, this exact allegation. So yeah, it says right here in September 2025, Meha, who lived in the U.S. for over 20 years and had an active asylum claim, was targeted for arrest due to his immigration status. He also had prior arrests for domestic abuse and strangulation. The incident involved his 5-year-old U.S. citizen daughter, whom his wife described as autistic on the spectrum. Video footage captured by the family shows the child seated outside their home near law enforcement vehicles while agents attempted to locate and detain Hipmeha. Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin stated that Hipmeha abandoned his daughter in the car during his flight from agents, flipping them off as he ran. ICE agents did not take or hold the child. They secured the scene and notified local police to safely retrieve her from the abandoned vehicle. McLaughlin emphasized that agents never used the girl as leverage. Initial reports, including from NBC, framed the story as agents, quote, holding the girl to pressure the father, sparking outrage. NBC issued a correction on September 24, 2025, stating an earlier version of this article mischaracterized the activities of ICE agents in the video. The headline changed from implying coercion to neutrally describing agents' presence during the arrest attempt. Conservative outlets like Fox News, Red State, the Washington Free Beacon, and the Federalist highlighted the correction as evidence of biased reporting that endangered agents, especially amid recent violence against ICE. So yeah, it's not true, as is, most, if not all things that they say. It's all lies.
I don't think it's dawned on anybody at this point that ICE agents, they are regular people and they do have families. And I don't think it has dawned on any of these people yet that eventually something is going to happen to one of these people. When you are running the streets masked up and you are just taking people off of the streets in front of everybody because you know that you could easily just unalive all of them if you wanted to, eventually something is going to happen to them and someone is going to have enough. They're going to take justice into their own hands, or they're going to go into the wrong house, and they are then going to realize what the Second Amendment really is for. Somebody is waiting for this to happen. And when it does, I just want people to understand, okay? Again, there are a lot of good people on the internet who truly do have empathy for everyone across the board. I am here to tell you that I am not one of those people, okay? So to the families of these ICE agents, I just want you to know, when one of your family members does not come home one night because they decided to truly figure out what fucking around and finding out really is, because they're doing unconstitutional shit and they're not even actually checking if these people are legal or not. They are just taking people and racially profiling. When that does eventually happen, I just want you to know, I will not feel an ounce of sympathy for you, your family, for anybody. And that may be one of the worst things that you could ever say, but it is just absolutely true, because this is fucking ridiculous. Okay? Because the people that they are taking, they have families too. When they start taking legal people, those people have families too. And they don't know what is going to happen to their family members after they've been taken. So when something happens to one of the people who just happens to be a part of ICE, when those family members figure out what happened to that person, I am not going to feel an ounce of sympathy for you, for that person. I will never feel an ounce of sympathy for any of you, because you are doing exactly what these people are having being done to them. And it is not okay. Simple as that. So when the time does come and someone decides that they have had enough after these people want to fuck around, and then they proceed to find out, you may get sympathy from a lot of people, but you will not be getting sympathy from me. So whatever happens, happens. So be prepared for it. Get everything in order, because it is a strong possibility. And when it does happen, just know this country is going to pop the fuck off, because that is when things are really going to go haywire. I'm just saying.
All right, white women, circle up. Listen, ladies, ICE raids are coming. All right. They've even started already in some places, and no location is off limits this time around. Not even schools or churches. So you know what that means, right? That's right. It's time for us to put our very best Karen skills to good work. Now, I don't want to hear none of y'all hopping into my mentions going, Kendall-y, I don't know how to Karen. Bitch, yes you do. Yes you do. We all do. Let's not pretend that skill doesn't come as a part of our default package straight out of the factory, all right? So here are your marching orders. If you see an ICE official, be that at your job, at your school, at your church, anywhere in your community, if you see an immigration official, you go full DEFCON Karen immediately. I'm talking pull out all of the stops, whatever you can do to distract that official and waste his time. I'm talking complaints. I'm talking demands to see his superior officer. I'm talking long rambling stories about people he's never met and situations that are fully unrelated. Nothing is off the table. And if all of that fails, you pull out the white woman Hail Mary. That's right. I'm talking about white lady tears. I don't care if you have to pull a full-blown temper tantrum in front of that immigration official. You do whatever you have to do to become a physical barrier between that immigration official and the vulnerable members of your community that he is targeting.
And they wonder why these women are getting, pushed to the ground or being arrested. It's because they are doing shit like this.
Please, listen, we have trained for this moment. Our grandmothers trained for this moment and their grandmothers before them. Karening is our ancestral legacy. Only this time we have an opportunity to put the skill to work for good, to do something for our community instead of against it. I believe in you, ladies. All right? I believe in you. Now you get out there and you wreck the absolute shit out of some immigration official's day.
Stop right there. You need to stop kidnapping people at the street.
It's scary. It is scary to see. I was passing Home Depot. I saw what appeared to be two men tied up, with ICE agents.
Stop! You guys are kidnapping people at the street.
I walked up to the agents and asked what they were doing, if they were just arresting workers. I was told that other people's criminal history is not my business. When masked, armed, unidentified gunmen are standing in the parking lot of our local shopping centers, this is not how we lawfully and ethically enforce our laws. I won't be silenced. I will continue to speak up. We all need to continue to speak up.
I'm 110% willing to bet that
there ain't no telling what that guy's criminal record was, and she's just out here fighting for it. She don't even know what the hell was going on or anything. So crazy.
That ICE is full of white dudes who said some shit like, oh, I wanted to join the military, but I couldn't do it because if a drill sergeant ever talked to me like that, I'd hit him. Or my other classic favorite, oh, I wanted to join the military, but I couldn't because I got injured. I know these ICE agents are really out here living out their wet dreams right now, which is pathetic as fuck. And I think the worst part about it all is how most of them cover their faces like fucking cowards. If you're gonna go around being a racist and bullying people of color, at least say that shit with your chest.
I don't know why she thinks that all ICE agents are just white guys. I mean, the other lady that did the video a few minutes ago, there was Spanish, Asian. There's all kinds of people that don't want illegal immigrants in our country.
At least do it where people can see your whole ass face. Because stupid is as stupid does, baby. And if you really wanted to join the military, your military record would have been public. Because if you had been in the military, you wouldn't have been able to hide your face. But you want to be a bully and protect yourself. You want to be able to hate on people of color and not have any backlash or consequences. And just admit that you're finally able to live out your dream of being a racist out loud and in public. And I know I said it already, but you're pathetic.
Oh, apparently ICE agents have been quitting in droves because they're afraid of getting doxxed and followed home from work and attacked on the job, whatever. I'm just what do you mean you're a Nazi and a little bitch? If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
They have made that word just completely meaningless. It means nothing. If anyone calls me that, it just goes right out the window. I don't give two shits.
For whatever the fuck they say. I don't know if this is real, but one of the articles I was reading about this had this quote from this ICE agent, and he was like, the protesters are showing up at my house. They know where my wife works. How about the wife that y'all just tore out of her job and sent to a prison camp in Louisiana? What about that wife? What about the homes that y'all are barging into without warrants and tearing families apart in? I don't give a fuck about your house or your fucking wife's job. On top of all of this, I guess they're also compiling a list of citizens that have been critical of ICE. Hello. I think you're all cunt. You can fill in the blank on what word I just said. Yeah, apparently it's hard to keep morale high amongst the troops, if you will, when you're tearing parents out of the arms of their children. Yeah. Shocker.
So as you can see, today is quite the day. As expected, after the announcement that the National Guard, 200 troops of the National Guard will be deployed to Portland by the Trump administration, we have swelled in numbers like I have not seen since after No Kings. This is amazing. There are at least 400, maybe 500 people all on the street. We've got everything blocked off. PPB is over there surrounding us. We got crossing guards who are taking care of everything. We have tons of journalists out, tons of local news stations, and we just have an insane amount of people. A lot of people, as you can hear and as you can see. So, this is quite the day, and really just goes to show, Trump administration, fucking try us. You try to squash us, we'll come back 10 times as fucking strong.
And not get anywhere. You're not doing anything, lady. So good luck with that.
Have no choice, we have no fear!
Fuck yeah. And as always, chinga la migra!
I'm outside the ICE facility in Portland right now, and I am checking in with the...
So she's not outside the ICE facility. She's just saying that because they think they're being censored. And they're calling the protest now a festival. They're calling it a music festival. So she's talking about getting all of these things on this list for protesters.
Organizers here and seeing what they need. This is their drop-off area. It is at the Cottonwood School, if you want to use that address to drop off supplies. The main thing that they really need right now are gas masks. Electric leaf blowers would be really good for all of the gas. In just one night, they spent like $50,000 just on gas canisters. They are having new agents cycle through about every 2 weeks, it sounds like. They'll bring one group in from out of state. They will be dealing with for about 2 weeks, start to see people's humanity, and will start cooling down and not wanting to go as hard at them. Then they ship those people out, and then they bring in new folks. And then those new agents just go guns a-blazing until they realize people's humanity, start cooling down, and then they bring in new people. And that's been the cycle for the last 66 days.
Please go help these folks out. They are costing ICE like $1 million a day. They are doing the really hard on the ground work, leading the resistance right now, and need all the support they can get.
These people really think they are in some kind of dystopian movie. Like they all think this is like they're like in a video game or something, and they're all the main character. It's so funny to see all these people out here doing all this stuff, and they actually think that they are doing anything at all. Tell me what you guys think about these people. I think it's absolutely disgusting how people want to basically hurt the families of these ICE agents and hurt these ICE agents when they are just trying to protect our country. They are trying to protect our borders. They're trying to make sure that we stay a country and not just allow anybody in here that is not supposed to be here legally. You could please go follow me on Rumble because you never know, shit might hit the fan on YouTube again. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.